Hello and welcome to the Nick and Jeff show. I'm Nick.
I'm Jeff.
And this week, Jeffrey, we have finally hit 1,000 subscribers. We did it!
Can you believe?
Hooray!
Oh, go us! Yeah. Can you believe there's 1,000 people, or maybe 995, counting our duplicate accounts, that might like us?
I know,
a little
right?
bit.
I know. Isn't that crazy? I met up with some fans recently. Dahlia
Big
and
time
James.
fans, I hope.
Yeah, big time fans. And we spent half the time just talking about Nick and Jeff, which was really, really funny. But Adalia's been a long life friend of mine since we were 14. And now, I saw her in person a while ago, and she was like, it's like, she was almost kind of starstruck, which was so weird. And I know she's super excited to hang out with you as well now, because she spent so much time.
It must be
you.
that Tasmanian air, you know.
I don't know. They're just so desperate for content. Yeah, it's funny. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I mean,
Sorry, not doing very well. We always go through last week's comments, but leave a comment on how we can get even more subscribers, because I'm not going to listen to anyone's opinion, but I want to hear them and bitch about it.
Well, actually, I want to comment about a way that we can celebrate reaching 1,000 subscribers. So I sent you a list in Messenger of like, oh, we could do this, we could do this, we could do this, we could do this.
And I think most of them involved me with my shirt off and you with your shirt off, and it's not a very good comparison. And we've already done one of those videos.
No, I like the idea of us doing real life Mario Kart, wearing like Mario and Luigi suits and putting GoPros on, and I don't know. That sounds like fun. Just another fun random video. But let us know.
I've done that. I've done that in the streets of Tokyo, Nick. That's old.
Oh my god. Well, let us know in the comments of a way we can celebrate. Maybe we have like another water bomb fight or something.
Yeah, I was pretty. I don't think I was negative on any of your ideas. I think I was just like, yeah, whatever. That's effort right now. The best we can do is a temporary podcast as we hit over the 1,000 mark.
But looking back at last week's comments, we have one from one of my good friends, Gage, and because he explains in his comment that he's was a Xbox gamer back in the day and more recently switched to PC. I've got his comment up on the screen, but I like that he agrees. I worry with us being big Nintendo fanboys that we crapped on Xbox a little bit too much, but he agrees as well with the naming. The naming is just terrible.
Okay, the naming's and it's Nintendo's just as dumb. 3DS, 2DS, new 2DS XL, Wii U.
Wii U was a big mistake.
I actually, speaking of names, I honestly think the Nintendo product Switch is just like this one of the smartest, least syllable words name thing they've ever done, and I really like it.
PlayStation 5.
Yeah, PS5, Xbox Series X, just want to play Switch.
Yeah, that's great. But
so fast.
And yeah, also agreed with us.
Sidetracked.
Also agrees with us that Game Pass is just incredible value, which is just awesome. And I can see with Game Pass why a lot more people would switch to PC gaming now. But
actually, Nick, anytime you log into the Xbox, I get a little notification on my watch.
Oh, right.
And I'm like, oh, Nick's playing Game Pass. Damn it! Why aren't I playing Game Pass? I'm still playing Elden Ring. I should be playing Game Pass. What is he playing now? It just says you're online, and I could look, but I get excited.
And we also had a comment from Jake saying that we might yet convince him to buy that Series S, but I think he wants to.
You know what? He doesn't need to buy a Series S. He just needs Game Pass.
Yes.
On his laptop.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
Yeah,
I think you'd be surprised at how well even a modern laptop can run just
most
Xbox games.
Yeah, it's a good point. And anything bigger than that, I mean, we've got a PlayStation 5, so it's... Yeah. But he does play a lot of indie games and little sort of games that don't require a lot of processing power.
Yeah, well, that's why I've got Game Pass, and that's why I think the Series S is fine, because I'm not playing the big AAA titles, but I guess they're there on Xbox. So, and then there was one other comment, and it's where I left timestamps, Nick.
Yes.
If timestamps help you or anyone else, I don't know. Let me know, but I kind of enjoy doing it, and it makes it. I watch we watch ourselves sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much every time, or we listen to ourselves to sort of improve and get better.
Yeah.
And then seeing the timestamps or the chapters on like YouTube on the TV,
Mm-hmm.
it's like it just makes me feel like, oh, look at my professional video I've made.
That's good. For me, I see the timestamps go up and I'm like, man, I'm so glad, so impressed that Jeffrey does that, because that type of thing, I'm like, it just seems like so much. It's not a lot of effort. You just write it in the time, but it feels like a lot more effort than I edit them and you put the timestamps in and I'm like, yep, that's good. That's good.
I feel like I'm contributing, and it's easy at the gym to like, you know, work at, listen to ourselves. So I listen to ourselves at the gym, and then I'll just like, oh, I've got to stop what I'm doing and do the timestamp.
Yes.
Like, I'm listening because like I remember our conversations, and I'm like, I'm listening. Okay, when am I going to say the next topic? So I've got to write the time, and I've got to keep listening for it, like actively listening.
That's really funny.
It's fun.
It's good how you do that. But I guess we'll get into it. So our topic this week is how we got to 1,000 subscribers, the journey of 1,000 subscribers.
The journey, I guess, our YouTube journey, or
Yeah.
even our podcast journey, our content creator.
Yeah.
I don't like that word.
And maybe like for someone who wants to start a YouTube channel, or like we can talk about our experiences and some of the things we've learned along the way and how we've grown.
I think you're right. It's our experience of getting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, on how and why we started our little channel that's now able to be monetized.
Yes. Yeah, we probably should get on that. But I guess so. I've got our YouTube channel up on the screen, and that'll be up throughout the podcast. But let's scroll all the way back down. How many videos? Tell us how many videos we've made. There's got to be.
Nick, we've made. Actually, I don't know if it has that on there. I've got a few stats while you find. I think there's like 130 videos actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think there's 130ish.
Okay,
that's a lot.
That is a lot of videos.
But Nick, have you found the first one? Because I got some stats for you.
Yep, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. My very first video was a review of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I will play it in the background while we. What is that? Oh, even better.
You figured it out yet? We're pausing. I can't pause. I'm clicking around on my computer. So this is your very first. Actually, no, Nick. Before you hit play on that. That's fine. That the people in the background can watch.
Yep.
Why did we start a YouTube channel?
Well, we've been best friends for literally our whole lives, I think.
Best? you consider me the best?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you were best man. You were best man at my wedding, which didn't work out. But but
I invited you to my wedding with 1 day's notice.
True, you did. I think there was even some family that wasn't there. Yeah,
that is true. I don't know if any of my family members will get this far. Maybe my mum.
But
I like to imagine my mum would
watch us. Yeah, but yeah, we've been best friends. Like you're the closest thing I have to a brother with my 5 sisters, and yeah, we've always been competing and playing games together since we were kids.
Yeah. And
people were telling us for years and years, oh, you should put that on YouTube. We'd watch. Should put it on YouTube. Meanwhile, they don't watch. They're liars. But yeah, we thought about it for years and years. And it wasn't until it was 2017. No, it would have been 2000.
We've been doing this 6 years, Nick.
Yeah. So yeah,
we're not very good.
No.
At getting a lot of audience quickly.
Yes, but I was brought on stage with Kind of Funny, and like guys that we listened to from IGN since we were kids or teenagers as well. And once I was brought on stage with them, I was like, these guys inspired me. I've listened to hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of their content. Like they've made me a better person. They've helped shape me into who I am today. And like the experience that I got to have with meeting them and being on stage, I was like, I wonder if one day I can do that for someone else. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to start this channel. I just need to get off my ass and just do it. Because we thought about it for ages. For years, we were like, we should do that. But it seemed like so much effort and just opening the door. And my first video was going to be Persona. Then I lost all the footage because my computer died.
We'll come back to our first videos, Nick. That's
okay.
the next topic. You know what? Your interpretation of why you wanted to make it was different than what you just what I remember you telling me, which
really?
is fine. That's cool.
Oh.
I kind of thought you're like, yes, we do play all these games, we do verse each other, and we were like, oh, I'm better, you're better. Let's try and find out who's the best. Like, let's make a video series of us playing different games, and we'll do the tally and count who's
Oh,
winning
yeah.
the most.
Oh, yeah.
And then so we did it. We did that, and then I think you're better. Fine, whatever. I can defeat. But you also said you really enjoyed like remembering. Like, remember this time we played this game and did this thing?
Yeah.
And now, like, we have all of these extra memories together. Like, you know, we've had a wonderful childhood together and grown into adulthood just nicely. But now we have all this video game and just other pop culture content that we've shared and experienced together. And now we can go back and remember. So if you die, I can remember all those lovely things we did together. All that time you beat me. Or the time I thought, I'm going to make it better content than you.
Actually, yeah, you make a solid point. Yeah, because we have so many memories of being like 8, 9, 10, and 12, 13, 14, 15, like playing on the Super Nintendo, playing on the 64, playing on the GameCube, playing on the DS, like all the memories of churches and stuff like that. And like so many memories, but all that's kind of lost in time. Whereas now we've recorded some memories. We have a lot more that's not recorded, but it's nice to have something that we can go back and watch and look at, which is a lot of fun.
So, Nick, whilst you tell people about the very first episode, the very first episode you did, which was this Mario Kart one, Persona, do you want to tell those stories, and I'm going to find some stats because I can't multitask.
Okay.
I can't look and click and tell people some stats at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
So your first videos, take it away.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how many videos I did, but yeah, look, I did a Horizon Zero Dawn review, I did a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe review, and a review of Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy. Those videos are long. Those are long video reviews. But man, the quality of them is it's not great, is it?
I feel like your Crash Bandicoot one was actually really in-depth, actually. And I think because you had never played Crash Bandicoot before, or not fully through, and you only reviewed the first Crash of the trilogy.
Yes, that still took me 9 minutes. But before we started, you weren't at the computer, and I had a quick look at the comments or the little blurb I wrote for my first video, and it says, the title says it all. This is my very first review, and I have chosen Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Please be gentle in the comments. Feel free to leave some feedback. I would appreciate it. If you like it, give it a like. I would also really appreciate a share or subscribe. Now, the next part is the part that I was like, what else did I write? I said, I know the mic sucks, but I figure if I hit 1,000 likes / subscribers, I'll buy a nice one. And it took us 3 months before we bought. Oh no, probably about 6 months before we bought a nice mic, and probably a good year or two before we worked out how to use them properly. Oh boy.
I think what was my first video, and I'm like, I think I tried for a while to. I wanted to do a better editing job than you did.
Yes, of course you did, yeah.
And I think I really think I did that, right? And I think the first one I tried to edit was one of the Mario Kart Versus ones.
It's Overcooked. Overcooked is the first one.
I think I tried to do the Mario Kart one, and then I gave it on to you because I couldn't get the sync. Things were out of sync and out of whack, and it was just frustrating. But yeah, so the first one I did was Overcooked, and then I think I can't even see if you're putting it on screen or not. I don't even know. And then I think I did I do the Sonic one after that, or was that a little while away?
Yeah, so you did Overcooked, and then you did the 5 Zelda bosses, and then Sonic. But
the Zelda bosses I think were just experiments to see if people would watch that content, and one of them was like 600 views.
Oh, you're right.
It's just straight up gameplay on Master Mode, and I just thought, I wonder if people watch this, and some people did, and some people had trouble with Divine Beast Varuta the most, I guess. Yeah. And then we made quite a few videos until I made my first big Zelda one that I was really really proud of. But
I remember with a lot of your first videos, the editing, the screen and everything was very clean, and it was edited together really nicely. But for your first 10 videos, the audio sync was off for so many things. And I remember the messages that you sent me so many times being like, every time I make the video, it's all perfectly synced up and awesome. But then once I export it, it comes out and the video is wrong. And you were getting so, I hated watching, I think it was the Super Mario Brothers one. Cause if you watch it, something would happen in the game. And then like 2 seconds later, there's a like you get a reaction from us because it's not synced up properly.
I remember some of those frustrations. But I can't. Yeah, I think the equipment. So let's talk about the equipment and software we've used, Nick.
Okay.
Right. So go put it on another video before we get too distracted. Put on my Zelda one that takes 10 minutes. I can.
10 ways you need to be better at Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that one.
All right, done.
Anyway, this is my most proud video. I tried to do so well, but I was inspired by some other guy doing a Zelda video, and I'm like, I wanted to make it amazing as his videos, and I tried my best to really do that. And then, so, you started making some of these videos, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, I wanted to, it was Nick versus Jeff. I wanted to do better than you. I wanted to get the best software.
Yes.
And we both got a capture kit at the same time, I think. The same capture kit? Elgato?
No, so I had a capture kit that my ex-wife bought for me, and I used it for like, I don't know, 2-3 months. But one of my favorite parts of the story is that once I brought you over and because I put up the Mario Kart review, I put up the Crash Bandicoot review, but after I put out the first Nick versus Jeff, you were like, I get it. This is amazing. And the next day you went out and spent like $300, $400.
Yeah, so I bought the Elgato 60S, HD 60S or something.
Yeah.
The S stands for speed.
Wasn't it streaming?
Streaming, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. But so I had one of those. We bought, what else did I buy? Oh, and then I wanted to use Adobe Premiere Pro because I feel like an iPhone, right? It's the most common thing that use. And if there's a problem, there's a tutorial on how to fix that problem or how to do that thing you want to do.
Yeah.
And it has been the best thing ever trying to learn like Adobe language, not programming, but Adobe software. Because I'm not a Mac user and I feel like it's geared towards Macs.
Yeah.
But learning it was really, really challenging, but I'm grateful that I have because I've learned this new skill, but it continues to frustrate with just new problems that evolve over time. But, I overcome those challenges. But I wanted to make really high, I feel like high quality editing stuff. And I know when we first started, like I didn't want to just stream or do Twitch. Like I wanted to make an edited video, and so I wanted the best software to do that. And it is the most expensive software, but I stick to it.
But you get what you pay for.
Whereas you use.
I started out with was it the Roxio? Roxio. That was the brand back. That was when that was the streaming thing when I guess when streaming and editing sort of first started. For like the PS3, that's what that capture card was for.
Yeah.
And it came with its own editing software, and I used that for ages. But I can't remember what the second one was that I used. But the one that I use now is it is called Movavi.
Movavi, yes.
Yeah, something like that. And they come up with a new one each year, and because I bought one of them for $50, $60, and once you buy it, you have it, and you don't have to, and but that's something that I think people don't necessarily appreciate or understand, is that we taught ourselves to edit. Like,
yes.
Like people ask us, like, I get comments all the time, being like, "Oh, some of your videos are edited together really well. Like, did you study for that? Did you learn for that?" And like, mine's a lot easier than yours. Like, I came over and I tried to watch you learn with Adobe. I was like, that looks too complicated. I'll stick with my easy one. And as a result, I think your videos are still edited better than mine, but not enough that I've. Thank you, Nick. I strived to do that from the start, but we honestly like. Is there any other? Sorry, before I go on a different tangent, is there any other equipment we use?
Green screens. Sometimes we use those.
Yeah, we did buy green screens.
We've both got the same boom microphone.
Yeah, we've got the
What's
same.
it? I don't even know what it's called.
We both got the same
Stadium. I think it was just from JB Hi-Fi.
Yeah.
We bought some. I bought like some $10 ring light.
Yeah.
eBay.
But
the
hardest,
gives me a nice glow sometimes.
The hardest thing was definitely the microphones, definitely the audio. For like so many of our videos, we tried different microphones and trying to get the placement right and trying to get the audio right was just an absolute nightmare.
And you know what? It's still. I feel like it's still challenging.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
How do people record things outside? You know, I like recording outside and like to deal with the wind. We actually bought some like lapel mics, but it just didn't work out. It wasn't what we wanted.
Yeah, we tried to get.
I still don't really know.
Work. Yeah, and especially with Nick versus Jeff, like having a lapel mic and we try and sit next to each other. Your microphone would be recording my voice as well as my microphone's recording my voice, and we just couldn't get them to sync up properly. And there's all this echo, and it's, oh man, audio has been a nightmare. So that's the
I think audio is harder, much harder than video, and then I had like just continuous sync issues, and you find out these problems. Like at the start, it seemed really fine, but I don't know if it's an Adobe problem. Probably this was just an Adobe problem, and then converting video files to different formats, finding out that screen recordings is different than camera recordings, and like all this thing it would start out fine, and then it would just drift and slowly sink away, and I was just and then I just found out the most recent thing about HDR, and my monitor isn't HDR, but my phone records in HDR, high dynamic range, and it's just frustrating. Oh, actually, I've got to tell you how to turn it off because you haven't turned it off for you.
No, I did work that out the other day because after we talked about it, I did turn it off. But one of the questions that we sort of wanted to talk about in this is when did we get good? And I sort of want to start with that topic by saying, like, I think the Nick versus Jeffs didn't get good for a while. Like looking at some of them, like just because the mic quality's not good.
I think when we recorded at your house, right? The lighting at your house was very yellow, or warm lights. Yeah. And then you could see in some of the camera, I'm just looking at the thumbnails. Yeah. But the camera footage was so grainy. Yeah. Because the camera was struggling so hard to do it like a night photography or dark photography or whatever. Yep. And, you know, it kind of sucked.
Oh, it did, yeah. Like some of these first 2 years, I think, of Nick versus Jeff stuff, some of it's pretty rough. The reviews, I'm pretty happy with some of the reviews are a bit but other ones I'm really happy with. Like the Uncharted Lost Legacy review, I think that still holds up. Yeah. The Hellblade one still holds up. You did a review for one that I thought was still really good as well. Like your Zelda video, especially
my Zelda one, I think still holds up. Actually, you know what? That Nick versus Jeff on the Super Smash Brothers Wii U, right? That has 50 views that I'm looking in the thumbnail. Yeah. I remember editing that, and when I hit publish or export or whatever, and then watching the footage back in like 60 frames per second. Yeah. I don't know. Did we have a green screen or not?
No, we didn't.
But it was... Oh, that's fine. I think I found a way to like cut most of the crap out as well.
Right.
Like skim through halfway through. I want to see where our faces are. So it's just the camera. Oh.
Yeah, no,
screen in the corner. That's fine.
We didn't get a green screen until like 2 years in.
No, but I just remember saying, oh, look, I made it some sort of weird circle. How weird is that? Yeah. But I just remember seeing the final product. I'm like, oh, man, it's so slick. And I think maybe because we were playing maybe older games that weren't HD, weren't running as smooth. But I just remember watching the end of that, and I'm like, oh, yes. And I got this particular video. I just remember I got so excited because we played Smash Brothers in such a specific way that I don't know if it works as well on Wii U, on Switch as it did on Wii U. But oh man,
remember this?
That was good. You did 2-minute reviews.
Yeah, I did
for Mario Odyssey. They were so good.
The Sonic one's not that great, but the 2-minute one. This was the reason I did this one was because Good Game was doing a audition thing. Like, hey, make us a video, send us a 2-minute video, and you could be working on Good Game. And so I made this video. But oh man, some of the most frustrating things that made me want to just abandon ship on making videos was when you definitely commented on it a lot, but I would spend 2 hours. I had to like memorize my scripts because I didn't want to. I didn't want to read off a screen anymore, because reading off a screen, like I could tell. You'd listen to those first few videos, and you can tell I'm just reading a script and it's not good. Yeah. And so trying to get rid of that and just sort of freestyle it, but I ended up just memorizing the script that I had. So, but it was memorizing. Try and memorize like 40 seconds of dialogue and then take a break, and then another 40 seconds of dialogue and then take a break and another 40 seconds. It was just like, man, that's hard. Yeah, that is so real hard.
I'm listening to you, and I was watching your Mario one. I think you just did like a minute and a half then of obviously really, you had chosen your words carefully, I think.
Oh yeah.
But you did all that in one take.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't.
There's no cuts. There's nothing.
I think, I've watched some of your videos and I've learned like Nick's style. I'm like, oh, Nick's really good at presenting that way. I wanna try and do that as well. And I feel like we've learned off of each other, which is, I think, that's really cool.
Absolutely, yeah. I've definitely noticed a significant improvement in yours as well, like your camera presence and the way, because you used to read off a script as well. And I remember
and because obviously I think when I first started making some videos, like I want to remember all these points. Like I think about a video for days. I'm in the shower, I'm in the toilet, I'm running, whatever. Like, oh, gotta say this about this, gotta say that, and I forget. And so I started by writing some sort of script on all the things I wanted to say. Maybe like the Timberman versus one.
Yeah,
that's only 2 minutes. I can't remember what I did then. I think I would have written a script.
I know there's so many videos where we I've had to scroll through today just for nostalgic purposes, but there's so many things that I'm like, oh, I made a review for Destiny 2. What did I say about that?
You like, did? I wouldn't have watched it because I didn't care about Destiny.
But I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I did, didn't I?
I really like that little Look at all my little animations I just made. I was so proud.
And people don't understand how long some of these things take. Like editing together a Nick versus Jeff would take a day. You'd lose like 5-6 hours just editing it together.
And because I always wanted them to be like, Nick, they need to be short and sharp. They need to be like less than 5 minutes long. Yeah. Because I didn't want to watch videos that go for 15 minutes, right? No. I wanted it to be quick. And I'm like...
Oh, actually, I have some feedback for you on that. So when I recently caught up with some fans of ours and discussing some Nick versus Jeff things, they talked about your side channel of the Just Jeff's Eats, which I complained about the name, and they were like, "We love those videos. They're super super fun, but they're too short." And I was like,
"What?
Like, what do you mean they're too short?"
Okay. The last video I made was about creme brulee milk, right? How long can I talk about creme brulee milk? Well, keep it entertaining. Like I don't know if it's entertaining, right? But I couldn't do it.
But they were like, because they said like, oh, his video is 2 minutes long, and it's essentially just Jeff going, yeah, that's good. No, thanks for watching.
I'm not denying it.
They want a more in-depth review. I don't know how like descriptive you can go with your
it depends
palette,
on what it is. I shouldn't get sidetracked, because there's one time I think I made some KFC one. I think I was drunk the whole time, and I'm like, I wonder if I can edit this, drunk, and I think I did.
Oh wow!
But
I can't believe we're already at nearly 30 minutes. I guess we need to keep like.
This is going to be fun for you because you're going to have to edit. Your computer's going to have to edit it. So I think we're pretty good now, though, Nick. Like,
we are.
I feel like the content we make is quality. Like, if we're doing a podcast now, but we'll talk about why we changed that. We're doing that, but I feel like the Nick versus Jeff stuff, we sort of, we dropped it off a bit, but we got really tight at making it. Like, we used to flabble on about this introduction and stuff, and then I think you're like, let's just cut to all the gameplay or the stuff where we're talking, we're interacting, and I feel like they got good and concise. Even if they got longer, I don't know. And then all the latest videos where like we're presenting a product, a movie, or whatever, discussion, like we're getting really. I feel like we're good at it.
Yeah, I think we are too.
I think we make it good quality stuff.
We make a great team. Like I think that's why I wanted to make the channel in the first place, because we've always had this great chemistry, this great banter. We always sort of agree on most things. We disagree on enough stuff that there's enough to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Actually, going back to the topic before, when did we start getting good? I think we started getting good when we stopped. I mean, we don't so much compete anymore, but we do make each other better. So I see something you do, I'm like, oh, I could do that, or I could do that better, or I could do that this way. When it changed from Nick versus Jeff to Nick and Jeff.
Oh, that's towards the end.
No, but like now we're working together. And it's not so much like we do Nick versus Jeff's when there's no like scores on the screen. Like, oh, Nick's got 10 wins, Jeff's only got.
Actually, I think that was probably like I reckon the second year or third year. I'm like, Nick, you're just winning too much. Like, it doesn't make me happy. You've won. Like, I don't want to have the score at the end.
Yeah.
And then sorry.
You made a.
I think we're good now. We do good stuff. Please watch us. Please subscribe.
You made a Fortnite on Switch video.
Yeah, just I think it came out and I just did it just to like, it's just an experiment. Are people going to watch this? Is this what they want to see?
Oh, right.
I guess not. I don't think it was just playing the first 30 minutes and I don't know how to play Fortnite. So.
Oh, right.
and you know, everyone tells us you should play Fortnite. You should play Minecraft. You should stream. Like, you should be on Twitch. I'm like,
you should take your shirt off more.
What are these Roblox games? I'm like, I don't want to do that. So, Nick, the things we don't want to do. Do you remember how we first started promoting our channel? Like, what do we do? How do we get an audience? How do you get an audience on YouTube or anywhere else?
We shared it on Facebook. We spent most of that. Oh, we did a competition. We did competitions as well. Giveaways.
Yeah, we did 2 giveaways, Nick.
Yeah, was it like the Super
Did it work?
It got us. Definitely. I reckon when we did them, we were at like what, 50 likes, 60 likes or something like that on Facebook, and it got us like an extra 30 or 40. So it did work.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know. I wonder if we did do it now. It was just now I think we're more content with just making videos and not so much. I don't know. Ferociously attacking trying to get subscribers. We appreciate subscribers. We love each and every one of you, and we always want you to subscribe.
We always get so excited every time the number goes up.
We're like, oh my goodness, yes. But we're not like, oh, we need to, like, Jeff, we need to do this, and we need to do this, and we need to do this. We're like, no. Now we just like, oh, I'm going to make this video. That's a great idea, Jeffrey. Yeah. You should do that.
Well, Nick, I think I could, I can tell you, actually, I've lost my spot. I clicked on our giveaway video and I'm like, I wonder if I can tell how many people we got subscribed from the 100 subscriber video. Do you know the number? No. I can tell you this.
No.
Do you want to know?
Sure.
3 people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
3 people watched the video and subscribed. So from our experiment, like giving away something, didn't work.
I think it worked on Facebook, but not so much YouTube. Wasn't really
you are correct. And then I guess, you know, there is all these other analytics for Facebook and it's just I'm not interested. Like we put our stuff there, right? And that's fine. But the analytics for Facebook just don't mean anything to me.
No,
of what I want.
One of the things I think I love about our channel is like there's been a bunch of videos that have been removed from our channel because we have no problem with, like, our friendship is, we're so comfortable with each other that I'll be like, hey Jeff, want to hang out? And even if you're not busy, you'll just be like, nah, just don't want to. Just don't want to.
I didn't want to talk to you last night on the night before.
or I'll make old videos I've put up and you'll be like, nah, get rid of that. Or remember when I put up my playthrough of Detroit Become Human? I saw that come up.
There was like 10 of them.
I think there was more than that. I think there was like 12 or 15 videos of an hour long of my playthrough of Detroit.
Well, and you know what? I think that's a great experiment to see if it works. You know, are people going to watch this? And then in turn, if they watch it, is anyone going to subscribe because of it? Right? And I think that's a fine experiment to try and do.
Yeah.
Right? You know, my most recent video is about an indie game that no one's going to play or care about. And, you know, it's fine, but it's not life-changing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder when this game comes to Switch, are people going to look for a video review of this thing, right?
Yes.
And will that thing translate into people giving us a thumbs up or subscribing to the channel because we provided, them with information. And, I don't know that yet, but it's an experiment I wanted to try, and I guess I'll find out the results eventually. Because sometimes our videos blow up not blow up, but like become popular
like this stupid,
well and truly afterwards.
Like this stupid one. I was mad about this video for so long.
Why were you mad? You were in it.
Yeah, but I was just like...
Oh, because it was our most popular... It was.
It was our most popular video for so long, and I thought it was. You were like, "Oh, well, I think I want to put up." Before you put it up, you were like, "I think I want to put up a video of these playing charge kits, or whatever, that were on the plane." And I was like, "That sounds dumb. No one's gonna watch that." 30,000 views later. Oh.
30. Yeah, no. So, do you want to move on to our most popular viral videos, Nick? Which videos are most popular?
Can I think I can do that actually. Hold on. Let me go sort by. So this is
most popular.
This is all just.
Whilst Nick does that, Nick,
it's up.
We have 1,000 subscribers, right?
Yes.
People have watched our content for 9,000 hours, and we have 270,000 views on YouTube.
Oh wow!
Across our videos.
Oh wow!
So
that's pretty good.
No, it doesn't feel small when you say numbers like that. Like it's not no one.
No, most of those have come from you though, and you're really one thing. There's
the viral videos.
Yeah, one thing that you are really good at is like I feel like I'm all excitement, but you're a little bit more business. Like I'm very much a child, and so like
I think
like I make a video. I make a video.
Go on. Yes,
I make a video and I get super excited about it. I'm like, I want to make this video, and then I put it out, and then I'm like, cool, that was fun. I made it. Whereas when you make a video, you also get really excited, but then once you put it out, you're like, I need to share it here, and we put out a Sonic video, so I need to join a Sonic group and share it in the Sonic group, and I just don't
and then that. When it was Nick versus Jeff, right? I'm like, oh, Nick's done a review. I don't want him to get the views. I want to do it from a different video and watch my video get more views than he does. And then I guess it was not like I'm not trying to teach you a lesson, but I'm like, okay, so Nick's putting out a video and then no one watches it. Like, it sucks. That feels sad. He made good content. And unless you share or put it in places, how are people going to discover it? Because no algorithm is in our favor, right?
Yes, you're right.
Like, actually, people watch that Buzz Quiz TV one. I'm just looking at our thumbnails. Like, well and truly after we posted the video. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But, so, sometimes I think, do I want to make a video that people are going to watch? The one that was on the second most popular video, right?
Yep.
Jeffrey having AirPods on Switch.
The thumbnail for that is that's the winner. That's the thumbnail of that. That's a really great thumbnail.
It's because I'm in it. Yeah. But I just thought, okay, oh my God, this I was working from home and the news dropped that there's a new Switch firmware and Bluetooth is in. And I'm like, wow, people want Bluetooth, right?
Yeah.
People want Bluetooth on Switch. And they're like, it's been so long. Like 5 years later. Like, why did this take so long? What can I do to add value? Will people watch it? And I just thought I'll just do an instructional video. AirPods, like, I don't know for sure, but I'm just guessing. But like iPhone, it's like the most popular thing, right? What are your earbuds? EU has synthesizer 610. I've got no idea.
Bose?
Bose, sorry. That's pretty simple. But what model Bose? I don't know. Everyone knows what AirPods are. So I just thought I'm just going to do it as quickly as possible whilst, I'm actually at an advantage timing wise to know that this is happening.
Yeah.
And I think I did this within 2 hours or 3 hours of the news announcement there's a new Switch firmware with Bluetooth. And, it paid off.
Yeah, it did.
Like a lot of people watched it, and Nick, I will tell you, 58 people subscribed because of that video.
Oh, that's great.
Or that video has been watched. That 2-minute video has been watched for 640 hours.
Oh wow, that's a lot of hours.
Like I don't know, that's a lot for a 2-minute video. And
wow,
you tried to do the same thing with the Mario X Rocker and the Captain America shields.
Kind of, yeah, but at the same time,
that wasn't timing. Sorry, but they're just different things you wanted to review because maybe we thought no one's gonna watch Nick and. We want people to watch Nick and Jeff or Nick versus Jeff, right?
Yes.
But they're not gonna come. So let's make alternative videos. for fun because we enjoy it. A
Yep.
review.
Yep.
Reviews of video games are hard because we aren't publishers. People look at the reviews when the game comes out. Generally,
People look for IGN. People look for GameSpot. People want to know
Yeah.
these big companies' opinions. They don't want to know.
and they get the video game like months, weeks in advance to make a video review, and we don't have that, so people aren't going to come to us
Nope.
to do it. So I guess we thought, let's review niche, strange, different things.
Yep.
That isn't always timing. So like, tell me about like I really like the Mario X Rocker one.
The Mario X Rocker one.
That one's really popular.
Well, that's like we saw that those chairs were coming out on Facebook, got shared everywhere, and I was like, that'd be a cool video to do for the channel. Like, I'll review that chair because I want one. I want to buy them all.
Yeah.
And I just like, and I think I give myself a little bit of credit. I feel like I filmed and edited this really well.
You did. You really did.
And
look at your cool hat though. Same shirt, Nick.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's some sort of weird Twilight Zone. But yeah, and like much like I think a lot of my other videos, I didn't really share it to many groups. Or the Captain America one, I didn't really try and spam anywhere. People just
it's your Captain America one. It's because I fixed your thumbnail.
Yes, absolutely. Captain America one, you definitely fixed the thumbnail for that one. But yeah, just made the video. I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right, because people don't want to watch Nick versus Jeff a lot of the time. People want to watch stuff like this,
and we're fine with that. And I think not that we don't like or do like we like making stuff about stuff we're passionate about. But if that brings people to watch our little podcast show or to watch the Nick versus Jeff, that made us happy too.
Yeah, and I think it's because we're going to buy nerdy stuff like this anyway. Like we're going to buy like Nintendo stuff that comes out, or I'm going to buy like nerdy Marvel stuff that comes out, and so we're like, might as well make a video of it, because not many people would make videos of these type of things. Whereas big games that come out, big AAA games, reviews, they're already done weeks and weeks in advance. But this type of stuff, a little bit more niche, and it's still fun to make a video of. It's still fun to talk about, and it's still fun to look back on. And they just keep getting views, which like makes me happy. Like it's nice. It's nice when you make a video and it's like, oh, people are watching it. Oh, that's good. I put a lot of effort into that.
We really do.
Speaking of videos that we put a lot of effort into, this one deserves so many more views.
Nick, this I'm the most proud of this video. This is a 4K, both of us in camera. I think there was 7 different camera angles through like iPads and phones and crappy iPads and laptops, webcams. Like, I can't believe how much effort we did to make this. And when I show people our channel, I'm like, just watch this video. Like, if you're not having a good time, okay. But like, this was so incredible, and we did it so fast. Was this the day it came out?
I think it was like the weekend it came out.
Within the week.
Yeah.
And setting up an amiibo course, right? Of all, like, what, 250 at the time amiibo?
Yep. Because I brought all mine over as well. Yep.
Plushies, statues. I'm like, in my kitchen, ramps, dogs. Like, oh. All right. So yeah, I've watched this video like countless times. So, like, tell me about the experience, Nick.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Getting the organizing all the amiibo, bringing it all over, setting it all up. We didn't really. I mean, we did this for the views, but we also do it. We do this stuff for fun. Like this type of stuff this type of silliness is who we are, and like it's our friendship.
This
at the
was
core.
all day, by the way. Just anyone wants to know.
Yeah,
like it took all day.
Yeah, it did. It took us all day to set it up and all day to record it. And I don't know how long it took you to edit it, but it would have been like an editing nightmare. Because you're right, like we did have camera angles at each and every different thing. Like I had to bring over my laptop and my Switch, and we had like our own TVs because we couldn't play this on the same TV.
It was like, you're right, it's the most effort we've ever made into a video, right? And it's not because we wanted to like, oh, let's make this really high production value thing. Like we just wanted to have fun. And
we wanted to share it with people. Yeah, we wanted to have fun, and we wanted to share it with people. And I think that's what that video is sort of all about. And it was.
And then I guess what's frustrating, Nick. All right, if you go back, this is one of the best videos we've ever made. Like, it is the best. I'm gonna say it's the best video, right?
Which one?
Make it go viral. Click on the one that's just above it on the first line. Either one. There's a 2-minute one or a 13-minute one. Maybe it's the 13-minute one.
Yep.
Right? This is like, you can see the effort we put into that video. I literally just got my phone, put it on a, worm arm thing and pointed it at the Switch and just streamed this video to Facebook. And I thought, I'll just record it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And this one has more views. Please skip. Just put some of this in the middle or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like, it was just, I meant, sorry, trim. But it doesn't matter. Like, there's no effort put into this, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is just me playing Mario Kart. And it has more views than anything else. Goes longer. Oh, the dogs are there. Oh, look, there I am. Oh, okay, maybe it is cool. But, yeah. Like, it's not great. And it got more views. And that made me so sad.
Because look at the effort and the production quality that we put into this.
Yeah.
And it's got, 13,000 views. Whereas this one has double that, more than double that. And it was literally just you holding, like, recording over your Switch, which was just like, that's heartbreaking. But we're already at 46 minutes. So I want to get into quickly, as much as we can, like, our favorite videos. So do you want to tell me, like, your top?
Let's go through my list quickly, Nick. Yeah. Okay, so the Mario Kart one, absolutely favorite.
Yep.
Loved it. Obviously, can't get much better than that.
Yep.
I really liked our podcast, our show. But that's I guess a different topic. One of the other videos I've made.
So
I really liked my one I did about the PlayStation 5 remote controller.
Really? You like that one?
Yeah. Like, I just had so much fun. I'm like, this is just a crappy little thing. And I want to know what people, thought of it.
Right.
But, like, that's one of my favorites. I think, I've edited. And obviously, it's me. I really like our Ring Fit one. Because that's me and you, and I edited.
The Ring Fit one is actually, so having dinner with Adalia and James, this is their favorite video. They said they've watched, it's got 3,000 views. They reckon they've contributed like 500 of those views.
And this, if we were on TikTok or Instagram Reels or whatever, and like, I don't know, obviously it's vertical instead of horizontal, but that doesn't matter. Like, I could probably get a lot of views, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot. And then I don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, like maybe we could, but like, I don't know. Like,
we know who we are.
Yeah. Like, I like YouTube, but that's one of my favorite ones.
It's like,
I was really proud of me unboxing the PS4 Spider-Man edition. I had same thing in multiple camera angles. I felt like I did.
Really? So these
really
are
good.
So these are like your favorite videos. If I'm like, oh Jeffrey, what's your favorite videos? Like the PS5 remote and the like unboxing the PlayStation 4. Really, like I look at things like that. Like remember when we did this? I feel like this was so much fun. But I guess I don't know. Maybe, like I'm the one. In
I
the
guess
suit,
like
so.
the video. You're in the video, right? I filmed it. Oh, I filmed most of it.
Yeah.
I guess I probably remember the videos I edit more because. You film something for 5-10 minutes and you're editing it for, a lot longer.
Yeah, hours.
Like, I'm just looking at all those lists. I really liked... I'm just talking about me, Nick. I like all my stuff that I've made.
I don't, well, as far as videos go that deserve more views, this video deserves so many more views. It's like 100. It's 100 views or something like that.
Yeah,
that's like.
Well, no, I think you had a lot. I think you had a lot more before you deleted it.
Oh yeah, true.
That's your former employee.
That's right.
I think you had.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Nick,
this one deserves
maybe
more views.
The other one, the one where we, it was Nick versus Jeff for a while, and we wanted to see who could eat the most nuggets. Oh and yeah, I think we put it off for so long.
Yep.
And then it was really hard to edit. I'm like, who's gonna want to watch 2 idiots eat 100 nuggets?
Yep.
And like, I don't know. I think, I think I edited some of it, and then I'm like, oh, Nick, I can't do any more. Like, trim it down. And I think you did. You trimmed it down somehow. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and it's still like 8 minutes.
Yeah, because you edited it so that it was like 15 minutes long, and you're like, Nick, because we had an hour of footage, and you're like, no, I need you to look at it again with fresh eyes and cut it down. Yeah. And so I did, and I sent it back to you. But this video deserves so many more views. We put ourselves
chili pepper one.
Yeah, we put ourselves through hell for this video. Like,
Nick, I don't want to do this type of stuff. I did it for you
so
because you were
funny.
like, please, let's make torture humor or whatever.
But
What's physical humor videos?
So
Oh
funny.
my god.
So funny.
Yeah.
It's one of the videos I still show people. But as far as fun goes,
Oh, the Power Rangers one. I like the intro.
I love the Power Rangers one. This was the first time you experimented with like green screen stuff as the background. But this was one of my favorite videos that I show people. We've been like, oh, this is who Jeff and I are. Yeah, we still like Power Rangers. But the most important thing, like, oh, it's morphin time.
And I really like I like my beard there. That was fun. I liked our welcome to the Nick and Jeff channel, and like we tried doing so many takes. I think it's at the very top, but I don't know where it is.
It's right here. 624 views. That's got 624 views.
Well, because when you click on home, it's the top video, right?
Right.
Welcome to our channel. This is what we do. We play games, and we tried so many times to like. My sister says I'm on Team Jeff. Nick stinks. We tried so many times to get it right, and then you're taller than me, and I don't mind being shorter. But
yes, you
like
do.
when you're
Yes,
in a
you do.
video
You absolutely mind being shorter. How many times we made a
but
video?
I'm saying on a video, it looks stupid when one person's down low and the other person's up really high. Like if you think of Good Game, right, and you remember Hex, Steph, like she is so tall. When she's not on a chair, when they're
so tiny,
standing next to each other, she's on a box, so she's still shorter, but the camera, you only see the top half, and you don't think it's a massive difference.
So many videos you are standing on like pillows or sitting. It's so funny.
A pair of I'm like, I've got to wear thongs. You just wear no shoes.
Like any videos that we've made with props or like this type of effort to put in, like those are the videos that I think I like the most, and those are the ones that stick with me. Like where we dress up or we do silly costumes, we do silly things. Like I was dressed up as pirates. It's a crap video.
Actually, some of the ones I think, Nick, where it's like Catherine and I win. And you get so upset and so mad. Like, this is my game. I want to win. And you don't. And I'm like, it makes me so happy. Like, just skip to the end.
One of the videos I love the most is this one as well. Is the Catherine full body one. Like you win again. You win the Catherine video.
Did I win both Catherine ones?
You won both Catherine ones. But you watched like when I first like push you off the edge and just like the maniacal evilness and how like I laugh with pushing you off. Like that video makes me smile big time. What else? Is there?
So sometimes there are experiments like the Hades one. I just said I beat Hades and no one watched it, and then like a year later, like I don't know, an extra 500 people watched this video. I'm like, oh, why?
Yeah.
I did this one, so we experimented. Not an experiment. Like we just went on. You were into hiking, got really into hiking. And I'm like, I want to go on a hike with Nick. I'm like, let's make a video about it.
Yeah.
Ish. And then like I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And no one else has.
Videos like this are fun, aren't they? Like I think they're the ones that I remember most. The ones that we sort of like we do props, or we go on an adventure, or we do so much just silly stuff. Like the video I made for 35 hours of Pokemon Unite. I planned
that was really good.
I'm gonna make a video.
And then now it's 350 hours later.
It's not so much the hours that I'm concerned with, but I'm at about 1,800 matches. So when I hit that 2,000 matches level, I'm going to do like a live recording of my 2,000th match. I think that'll be really fun.
Is there any videos on the channel, Nick, you don't like? I want to get like they shouldn't be there anymore. Get rid of them. Jeff stinks.
Nothing that's like more recent. Like out of everything we've made, especially over the last like year, I think a lot of the stuff we put out over the last year I really like. I don't know. There's still some videos that we put on there that probably don't really belong. But like the reaction I did for this one with opening up.
Yeah, I'm like, I think I just made a video. Like, okay, I bought you a birthday present.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think I had just published the video, and then you did that too. I'm like what? Wait, what? I'm like, why isn't this just on Facebook? Why is this on our YouTube channel? Why did he stream this or whatever? Like, why is it vertical? What is he doing?
Yeah. But I don't know. I still don't regret this type of video because it's a little bit of a window or a little bit of a peek into our friendship, and I don't know. I thought you might like to see my reaction to opening it. 'Cause
I did. No, I did enjoy reaction. And then I was watching the video and I'm like, I wrote a note. Did he screw up the note? I'm like, I swear I stuck it down. Sorry. Anyway, we're just ranting about our lives. We've spent a lot of time together. Nick, this channel, it did start out as Nick versus Jeff. And it was still Nick versus Jeff for a while. And I think only last year we changed it to Nick and Jeff. Like, I wanted to change the name. And how did you feel about it?
I felt like we should have had the name, like, if only we could go back in time 5 years and be like, don't call it Nick versus Jeff, call it Nick and Jeff. Because for me, it was all like, oh, we have all these, there'll be 100 videos of us saying, oh, don't forget to go to youtube.com/Nick versus Jeff. And now all that is kind of obsolete. It was essentially just like the marketing of ourselves. I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. We're only at 600 subscribers. Let's just change it. Let's just change it to Nick and Jeff. And I like it. I definitely prefer it being Nick and Jeff. Absolutely prefer it being Nick and Jeff. And it was just the initial like, but all the effort we've put into the branding of Nick versus Jeff. Even like,
well, you made business cards.
Yeah, I made business cards. The shirts that I got made, the back of them say Nick versus Jeff.
I don't look at the back. I look at the front. Oh, it does too.
Yeah.
That's and we still, I guess, have our Nick versus Jeff playlist.
Yes.
That we can add to, and I think there might be some videos that you haven't edited that might be coming up.
Yep. We've just been putting up other stuff, so I haven't needed to.
Yeah, but I think when we changed the name, that made me happy. Like, okay, yeah, Jeff Hawthorne channel, where I eat things sometimes. Like, I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, Nick makes this video and then he doesn't promote it or doesn't do anything about it. And I'm like he doesn't understand. I'm like, I'm just going to do my own thing that's different, like food or whatever I do.
Yep.
And I just wanted something on the side because I'm just like, what if me and Nick's friendship doesn't work out? People get divorced all the time,
Is that what it was? Because I was like, why are you putting the Just Jeff's food on your own stuff? But like, because I wanted it on our channel. I was like,
yeah, well, we did talk about it, right? And I think I just wanted to do just a little side, not a side thing, but I just wanted to do something for myself because no one watches those things, right? But actually, all my friends say, oh, I've watched the last thing. But I think I just want to do something for myself on my own times when I feel like it. Like, because sometimes I'll be like, oh no, we haven't made any content for a while. And it doesn't matter if I don't make content on that. It's just a little experiment side thing. And then, sometimes food's exclusive to Brisbane or Australia. I don't know. It was just for me. But when we changed the name to Nick and Jeff, like, it made me really happy. And I felt like it gave us focus as well. I'm like, okay, Nick's really good at presenting these videos. And he's in the video where I'm just doing a talking overview. I'm like, no, it's Nick and Jeff, or Nick or Jeff. I've got to be in the video more because that's what the channel is. It's our names, right?
It's us together.
Us together, sometimes by ourselves, but I don't know. It made me really happy, and like I'm glad we changed the name. I bought a website, Nick versus Jeff, but I don't care.
Yeah.
That was one of the other things. Like, I bought a website and updating it, I'm like, oh, cool, to put little backstories, but like, it doesn't matter. I'm just happy to be on YouTube and Facebook. That's fine.
Now, so we've reached 59 minutes. There was other topics I sort of wanted to talk. Well, we wanted to talk about with like how we started the podcast and all that sort of stuff. But I think maybe we could save that for like, I don't know, maybe episode 100 of the podcast. How did the podcast get started? We can go.
Oh wow! Oh, Nick, you're really good at this. Okay, good. I was really happy talking, but you make a really good point. We are not at our own limit, but at a limit that no one else is going to be listening.
And an hour is a good time. But yeah, thanks for this video. You might not have enjoyed it so much because it's more just Jeff and I reminiscing and looking back on our time and experience with making a channel.
And we've done this for 6 years, right? And you know what? It kind of sucks that we've been doing it for 6 years and we only got to 1,000 subscribers now, right?
True.
It is disheartening sometimes making I feel like really good videos, either about us or about products or games or whatever.
Yep.
And like, only 50 people watched it.
Yep.
Even a couple of hundred used to excite us, and like it still does.
Yep.
But you're like, oh, how do people so easily just film with their iPhone on the screen, not even a screen capture, and get 28,000 views just because their dogs are in it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's a whole other thing. But we appreciate everyone that's watched and listened with us along the way, and everyone that's subscribed. We wouldn't still be making, if we never got a single subscriber, we probably still wouldn't be making videos.
Watching it grow is continuously motivating, and I like it when people comment. I love interacting. I love talking about people's comments. We get excited every time there's a comment.
And so every new subscriber, every new fan or friend we get, it's really nice, and it's really humbling, and we definitely appreciate each and every one of you. And we like making videos, and we love it when people watch. That's even more great because we put a lot of time and effort into it. But even if people didn't watch, we still do a lot of stuff for each other. And I think I can definitely speak for myself when I said you, over my whole time being alive, you make me better, and I like to think I make you better as well. We drive each other mad sometimes. we mess each other off.
Versing each other has made each other better, right? Even making these videos, I've been inspired by you, and I think you've been inspired by me, and
Absolutely,
giving each other tips, and really noticing. I'm like, oh, Nick, you put a lot of effort into either you bought a transition pack, or I just watched that highly concise edit you just did, or relating the thing you're talking about to the footage that's on screen, and I'm like, all the little animations and stuff we do, I really noticed it, and I'm like, oh, he appreciated that, or I told him to do that, and now he's done it.
And I like to think, I make you better, and the better you get, the more I push myself, and the more I'm like, no, Jeffrey's gotten so good, so I need to be better. And so I think it's a great sort of perpetuating cycle where, you make a video because you're like, I need to be better than Nick, and then you put the video out. I'm like, oh, Jeffrey's really good. I need to be better. And you're like, oh, Nick, why don't you try this and this? And I try things, and you're like, oh, I put the video out, and you did so well. And I like to make you proud, and you definitely make me proud with so many videos you put out. So
well, Nick,
what a great experience.
We
cheers
are
to
over an hour, so I just want to say, if you made it this far, thank you. Please, just if you don't want to subscribe, but you probably already are, give us a thumbs up. Thumbs up makes me feel really good, and it really helps out the algorithm. And I love comments, but not many people leave them. But please leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. How you could get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Good luck to you.
Or just leave us a comment on anything, because we'll appreciate it, and we'll talk about it. And Nick, where can people find us?
They can find us anytime at youtube.com/Nick&Jeff, or on
and facebook.com/Nick&Jeff.
Yeah, or Instagram. I think we're on there too sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's just the tag along. Oh, and podcasts, because this is long form content, and don't always have time to watch.
Yeah, so the podcast services of your choice. We appreciate and love you all. But until then, I love you, Jeffrey.
And I love you, Nick.
And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.